Welcome. My name is Mr. Sunarine, and today's lesson will look at how does a tape diagram show a story. Before we get into today's lesson, we're going to discuss what is a tape diagram. A tape diagram is a rectangular visual model resembling a piece of tape that is used to assist in math story problems. Sometimes tape diagrams can go by other names, such as a divided bar model, a fraction strip, length model, and a strip diagram. Here is an example of what a tape diagram might look like. It's going to include some given information. So in this example, we see that there are 20 candy bars, and then there are 4 students. Notice how there are 4 sections in this diagram indicating the 4 segments in this diagram. So 4 students, 4 sections. And here in each of the sections, we need to figure out how many candy bars will go in each of these segments. So here, if we start out with 20 candy bars, what we can do is see how we can divide it equally into 4 spaces. And when we do this, we will end up with 5 in each of the segments, and each of the segments have the same amount. So this spot would have 5 candy bars, here would be 5, here would be 5, and here would be 5. So we're going to go through some examples to work through these types of questions. So in this example, 3 students equally share a pack of 12 pencils. Here's the diagram, and we have some questions. What information do we know from reading the story? How does the tape diagram show the story? So pause the video, think about looking at the diagram, this visual, and see if you can answer the questions. We're going to compare your answers to the one I provided, and we're going to move on shortly. Okay, so in looking at this problem and this visual, what information do we know from reading the story? There are 12 pencils. There are 3 students. How does the tape diagram show the story? The tape diagram shows us the given information for us to find out how many pencils will each student get. So when looking at this, we have a total of 12 pencils. We're divided into 3 sections, and we want to see in each section how many pencils will each student get. Okay, we're going to move on and develop more about this question. Okay, so in this example, how does this model help you better understand the problem? So here, when we have the 12 pencils, we were able to put in each of the values here. So I want you to pause the video and think about how you would answer this question and show us your thinking. Okay, we're going to move on. So in looking at this model helps organize the number of pencils by sharing it equally to the given students. We can divide 12 pencils between 3 students by giving each student 4 pencils. And that's indicated in this diagram. We have a total of 12 pencils. There are 3 sections, and each of the sections have 4. And if we add up 4 plus 4 plus 4, we get the same value of 12 pencils. Now we're going to go into our summarization. So in thinking about this, how does a tape diagram show a story? A tape diagram helps us organize the given information by sharing the items into groups equally. So in this example, when we're thinking about we are given 12 pencils, the tape diagram is divided into 3 sections. Hence, there are 3 students. So the tape diagram tells us that we need to divide 12 pencils equally among 3 students. When we do that, we can do 12 divided by 3, and we can place the numbers in each of these boxes. Each of the boxes will have a total of 4, telling us that if we divide 12 pencils into between 3 students, each student will get 4 pencils. So hope this was helpful, and have a great day.